Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys can see me a little bit better today. So today I wanted to give you guys a rundown on freecodecamp.org. I have been mentioning, a lot of people have been asking in the comments, well, not a lot, one or two people have been asking in the comments, hey, I want to join the boot camp. Should I join? Should I do this? Should I do that? And I want to make one thing very clear. If you have never done coding before, this is, well, obviously most of you probably have never done coding before, or this is your first time, or you're doing a career change. In my personal opinion, do not pay for a coding boot camp until you do some of the free stuff that is online. Why? Because you're gonna end up paying $15,000-$20,000 for a boot camp, and what if you don't like it? Another thing about boot camps also is that I have, like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I have yet one boot camp to find that has any connections with any sort of companies, which means that most of the boot camps that you guys join will not guarantee you a job straight out. There are some boot camps out there where they're like, okay, you don't have to pay anything until you get a job that pays a certain amount of money, but none of them can guarantee you a job. They can't even guarantee you an internship for anything. So this is what I'm saying. If you have the patience and the willpower to learn on your own, you're better off learning on your own. Now, that being said, you guys can see my screen right here. So let's go to, let me actually move, see if I can move. I'm trying to move my screen share stuff to the bottom, but whatever. All right, freecodecamp.org. All right, guys, this is it right here, freecodecamp.org. As you guys can see right here, learn to code at home, build projects, and earn certifications. Since 2014, more than 40,000 people from freecodecamp.org graduates have gotten jobs at tech companies including Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and Spotify. Now, this, I to be honest, guys, I cannot 100% prove. This is stuff that you guys would have to kind of investigate on your own. But in a way, I do believe it. Because some of the stuff right now that when we go through it, guys, you guys will see why. Sorry, my cat is doing stuff. Why I believe it. So I joined freecodecamp.org around 2015. And this is when their curriculum only was front-end development, just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And it was a lot. And I didn't finish it because I just wasn't motivating myself to do it. But sorry guys, my cat just keeps distracting me. We've been having issues with him just not using his kitty litter, so I'm making sure that he's using it. But back to freecodecamp.org. Again, this is 100% free. They do give you a link for donations if you guys want to donate. You can also donate. Let's say you guys do the certification and you get the job. One thing that I recommend people, let's say you actually get a job because of freecodecamp.org. You know how some code camps, they take 10% of your salary until you're done paying them back. Well, a nice way of saying thank you to freecodecamp.org is by maybe donating 1 or 2% of your salary for the next year or two, towards a good cause, because they have been helping people a lot and it is free. So let's go to learn. So this is their curriculum right here. They have responsive. You close that. So they have responsive web design certification, that's kind of like the one that they started off with. This goes with basic HTML and HTML5, basic CSS, applied visual design, and each one has like a subcategory. So this in itself has a subcategory, and these have subcategories. As you can see right here, it says 300 hours of just straight responsive web design. CSX Flexbox, that's new because back when I did it, didn't have that. The grid, same thing. And then you just have the projects. All these projects, um, I believe they do them in CodePen. Yeah, CodePen.io. So it's kind of like another portfolio for you right there. I really haven't used it. I used it back in the day when I was first doing this, but this is like another version of a portfolio that you can post on your LinkedIn or on your actual portfolio online. So that's pretty much one positive thing about this also. Let's go back. Okie dokie. All right, so this is the friend, pretty much friend end right here, websites. Um, you're pretty much your basic stuff. Then you have JavaScript algorithms. This is the one that I was doing at the moment. As you can see, this lesson that I just finished was 111 problems. And let me tell you guys, this is not easy. For sure, it's not easy. But the good thing about Free Code Camp is that, let's say you go into here and let's say, okay, you know what? I have no clue what this is talking about. If you go to the Get Help, you can watch a video. Pretty much a teacher will will show you how to do the thing. And I found that very helpful. Another thing that I did that was very helpful for me personally was when, let me see if I can find one of the problems that I was having issues with. Let me see. Record collection, I believe this is one of them. Yeah. So this is one that I was having problems with. So this one, it says you start with an update records function, which most of this is already set up for you. And you just have to figure out if you use an if statement, a for loop, and stuff like that. And for some reason, I'm just having major issues with JavaScript. I'm not sure if it's just not the language for me or what. But I know what they're talking about, but I just seem to have so many issues figuring out algorithms, like what to use to figure out the problem. You know what I mean? If it says like, oh, get the artist, and if the artist doesn't have any tracks, push some tracks into, and I actually seem to have major issues with that, guys. I'm not sure if it's just me or I don't know what, but one thing that I did find useful was that when I watched the videos, I grabbed a notebook and a pencil or a pen, and as he's going down through the video showing you how to solve the problem, I was writing down the problem, um, writing it down, and I would go back to the problem on Free Code Camp, um, and just type it in. And if it didn't work, just try to figure out, because obviously I already knew the solution from watching the video. So I was just trying to figure out, like, okay, I already typed it in. Did I, not type something right? That's another thing about these courses, guys, that they're very case sensitive. Like if you forget any little thing, like the problem will not work, and you have to go back and figure out what the heck you did wrong. So it's very, very delicate. Okay, so let's go back. So this is now, as you guys can see, before they didn't have all this, guys. Before, it would just be one huge thing, and you would only get one cert. Now, what they did is they divided everything into different certs. And that's good because a lot of people just maybe want to concentrate on JavaScript, or other people just want to concentrate on, front end, which is HTML, the CSS, the Flexbox, all that stuff. So I found that very neat that they just completely separated everything into different certifications. Um, the front end libraries, Bootstrap, Sass. Actually, I think that should be before JavaScript algorithms, to be honest with you. React, this is all new. Yeah, so as you guys can see, the projects, everything's still there. Now, this is why I tell you guys, before you guys go pay for a boot camp, I mean, literally right here, guys. I mean, look, they have everything. APIs, quality assurance, QA, scientific computing with Python. All this is new. I mean, it's not new. It is a few years old, but it's like they have Python now. Information security. This is the one that I just started. Information security with Helmet.js, blah, blah, blah. This is all stuff that people were like, oh, I'll go to a boot camp. You have everything right here. And here's another best part. So I was, since I'm going to keep doing this, I'm actually going to start, keep making videos on the JavaScript algorithms one. But I also started this one, and I had huge problems with this, guys. Like, this was just giving me so many issues, and I couldn't figure out why. I'm like, I know that I installed the correct version of Helmet, blah, 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 all this stuff. And I'm like, why am I having so many issues? And I found that so awesome. So if you go up here to the forum, to the top right in the middle, right? You join this, right? So what I did is I created let me move myself down here. I created an issue because I was Googling. I literally researched this whole forum to see if somebody else was having an issue for me. Now, this is one thing that I do find very difficult with Free Code Camp, is that their help pages, when you go to do some of these problems and you ask for, like, you go to the get help, and you ask for like get a hint, some of that stuff is not up to date. So it's very difficult to solve some of the problems. So that's what was happening with me with that first lesson. So I created this problem, and I did this like at 2:00 in the morning yesterday. And then this guy, he is a mentor on freecodecamp.org. I explained my issue. I can ask him to get past the first lesson, blah, 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 because, I installed the correct version, whatever. And he replied to me. Okay, he's like, okay, even though, it's a different, because they were using a glitch. It was, I guess it's like a page where they did the problems, but then they switched to repel.it. And that's what I was like, okay, the help page on the lesson is for glitch, but we're using repel now, so it's pointless. The help page is pointless. And he started replying. He's like, you have to copy, which all that stuff I did it, but I was still having the issue. And he kept replying, and finally down here he's like, okay, I went through your code. You can literally post your code from the thing. You can share this right here is live from the Repel page, so you can share, and that way they can help you. They can test your code and all that. So that's what he did. He's like, I went to your package log.json file. The version there is this. Your other, the lesson asks for that. So this right here is what was causing me all the issues. That little thing right there. So I went back, I reinstalled the correct version of Helmet again, and then I deleted that and I got it to work. So the mentors here, guys, they're on it. They're on it. They're they'll help you as much as they can. You just have to obviously be very, very clear about the issue you're having, because I was going through some of the issues here, and some of the people could not explain their issue very good at all. So yeah, so that's the one thing that was awesome to me, that they like immediately were on their stuff right here. You do have to create an account separate for the forums. I'm not sure why, but I did that, and I'm glad I did. So let's go back here. All right, guys. So here we go. So yeah, I mean, this is great, guys. Look, machine learning with Python. I mean, you can't go wrong with freecodecamp.org, guys. You really can't. Yes, you have to push yourself to finish freecodecamp.org, because there's nobody telling you like, hey, you know, if you don't pass, you just spent $15,000. No, this is all free, and it's legit. Like it's literally like they teach you good stuff. And another thing that I found awesome, because when I was studying for my Google interview and the coding questions, um, I was going to, I forgot what it was called, but it was like super expensive, and they only give you like a certain free questions and all that stuff. And that's the good thing about Free Code Camp. Thousands of hours of challenges, coding, interview prep. Check this out. Algorithms, data structures, take-home projects, Rosetta Code, Projectular. Algorithms is probably the top one that you guys should be practicing, and data structures is another one, especially for JavaScript and front-end development. This is the one. Also, obviously, whatever, it's just coding interview in general. This is the one. The take-home projects I would definitely do, and I would definitely do them in your own IDE, just so that you can put them in your resume and your slash portfolio. And this is another thing that I'm gonna do, guys, right here also, just so that I can actually kind of fill up my resume too. Um, because I think that's one issue that I'm having personally, that I can't, even though I'm getting hits on my LinkedIn and all that stuff. Once I send people my resume, it immediately just it's a turn off. It's just they immediately she's like, you know what, you don't have the experience that, even for entry level, they're like, you don't have the experience that we're looking for, so we're gonna continue with the different candidate. But yeah, this is one of the problems. If we install all the natural numbers below 10 that are multiples of 3 and 5, blah, blah, blah. And again, get help, get a hint. If you guys go here, that was a huge mosquito eater. It'll be like, okay, we can find, and it'll give you it'll explain the problem, and then it'll give you the solution on how to solve that problem. Now, you guys can obviously go on here and figure out, okay, they solved it this way, but why did they solve it this way? And sometimes there's just people, asking questions down here. But this is why I'm telling you guys right now, if you guys really are interested in coding, you guys do not have the money, or you guys just don't want to spend the money. I know that, we're in a pandemic. A lot of you guys have not been working. A lot of you guys are struggling. And, you're like, okay, I need a career change. Huge mosquito eater. Jesus Christ. This right here is a good starting point for a career change, guys. I'm doing the JavaScript. I will continue doing the JavaScript, but me personally, I feel like I enjoy doing Bash. I enjoy doing command prompt, command line. So I feel like for me, something that has to do with Linux is probably what's going to catch my attention, either Linux administrator, or ethical hacking, penetration tester, something that has to do with with actually, command prompt. But yeah, guys, I just want to make this small video to show you guys all the cool stuff that freecodecamp.org has for free. For all you guys are asking me, like, should I join a bootcamp? Should I do this? Should I do that? If you guys are interested in JavaScript, HTML, or Python machine learning, come here immediately and start. That is the best thing you guys can do right now. And that way you guys, can see if this is for you. And just push yourselves, guys. I mean, I understand that it's difficult for some people to learn on their own, but just push yourself. Set a schedule for yourself. Do all that stuff. And it will work out. But all right, guys. I mean, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I am gonna be hopefully posting a lot more videos. Right this week alone, I'm gonna probably post a few videos, like 4 or 5 videos, just because I'm right now and I'm not working. But like in a week or two, I'm gonna go back to work, so the videos are gonna go down a little bit. But right now, I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that I'm not really working too much, so I'm just gonna try to post as many videos as possible. This was the review on FreeCodeCamp. Hey, sorry, that's my son. This is the review on FreeCodeCamp. I'm also gonna do one on Coursera. I'm gonna do various websites with free courses and all that stuff, guys. So please subscribe if you guys want to see more of this. And please don't waste your money. Before you go and join a boot camp, come do this and figure it out on your own for right now and go from there, guys. I mean, there's a lot of free resources online that will not cost you any money. Do I regret going to Wazoo? I'm not, no, I don't. But I wish I would have just pushed myself to do this first. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the stuff that I did learn on Wazoo is also on here. It's everywhere online. A lot of these boot camps, their curriculum is based off stuff that's for free online. So yeah, again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please smash the like button. Leave a comment down below of what you guys think, or other places that you guys know that have free courses and stuff like that. And please subscribe to the channel, guys. I mean, that's going to help me out a lot. I am trying to, make YouTube a thing for myself, so I can bring you guys more useful content. So by hitting that subscribe button, you guys are helping me out a lot. By liking the video, you guys are helping me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, see you guys on the next one.